Hey everyone, my name is Farhan and I'm going to show you how to be able to add your existing Unity game project all over to your GitHub repository. So this tutorial is for people who are trying to add your existing Unity game project to GitHub but are experiencing some issues with trying to, just upload your overall game project to the repository. So this should be a very simple tutorial and you can easily just follow step by step. So we want to first go over to our GitHub repository, and you can see this is our GitHub repository. It's awesome game project. So what we want to do is open with GitHub desktop and then open GitHub desktop. Now it will show us our clone repository and we want to clone it. But in case you want to manually do it from GitHub desktop, you can just go ahead and see a demonstration on my right. So now you want to clone it, and now your GitHub repository is cloned onto your computer. If you want to see it in your file system, you go ahead and right click on current repository and then click on show in Explorer. And now this is our folder / repository. As you can see, we only have one file. And the thing is that it's not exactly one file. There's actually two. The other one is currently being hidden by GitHub. So how we're going to find it is, you would need to go ahead and find it. Is you want to click on view, show, and then hidden items. If you're on Mac, here's the keybind below for how to do it to show hidden files. Now you can see that we clicked on it and you can see the Git folder. This is what's used by GitHub desktop to identify if your folder is an actual Git repository. So if that Git folder isn't there, your Git repository will just become a very ordinary folder. So inside the Git folder is different contents that represents your repository. It's its own way of being able to identify that, oh, your folder is a repository, and it's where it will identify if any changes are made inside that repository. Think of your repository as like your folder. So what we want to do now is we want to transfer this .git folder to our Unity game project. So what we're going to do is first go to Unity Hub, and then we want to right click on our current game project. And then we want to click on Show in Explorer. There, so now we want to go ahead and go inside that game folder and you'll see all of our contents. You can notice that we're missing the .git folder, which is needed for the repository. So what we want to do is move that .git folder all over to our game project. So if we're able to drag that Git folder over to our game project, it will easily recognize that overall game project folder as a repository. So it will record all the changes inside that folder and we'll upload those changes all over to the repository online. So we're going to drag it and now it's in our folder. So once it's dragged into our folder, we want to go ahead and check GitHub desktop. You can see that now it can't find the original awesome game project. That's because it doesn't see the .git folder in the folder it's in. So now what we want to do is click on locate, and then we want to go ahead and go to the game project with the Git folder. So we're going to click on select folder, and then it will pretty much be able to, load it up. Now in case it doesn't load it up, it's a very simple fix. You go ahead and click on current repository and over right here, and then you want to go ahead and click on add existing repository. You can go ahead and then copy the file path for the repository or your game project folder and then paste it in here and then add repository. Now you can see the overall changes. Now you can notice that we got over 21,000 files that needs to be committed to main, and that's a problem because we can't commit all of them because GitHub has a limit. So if we try to upload it, you can see that its file's too large and it's over 100 megabytes. So if we try to upload this to GitHub, it won't let it. So we won't be able to upload this to GitHub and share this to anyone else. So the solution for this is we want to go ahead and use the filter search bar, and then we want to search up library. Library is what you uses to load up your project, and for example when you're building your project for the first time and you notice how it takes a long time, it's because it's too fast. So you want to go ahead and right click on a library content and click on /library. That will ignore any contents that are inside the library folder and will cut down the files you just only like to see on your project. Now we want to go ahead and do the same process with the template in the temp folder. Add that to the ignore folder. And then logs, we want to add also to our ignore folder. Now, ignore folder means git ignore. So So you can see that we have now 119 files that need to be made. So we're going to go ahead and put our title / summary, added my project, and the description can be whatever is full project. Now I can click on create. Now to say this, you can just simply just click on changes. It's just that because we're still searching on the list of ours,